I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never tried no this strong, so you gon' have some stories to tell when you take it back home and tell them one time, Snowy always showed you what it's like. Leave you sleepy like the call the umpire. Get you back.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Bears going up against the Texans. With that, let's get on over to Houston as we're proud to introduce our new broadcast team for 2016, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Good luck, fellas.
Larry, it is set to host Super Bowl 51 on February 5th of next year as you take a look inside NRG Stadium here in Houston. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. Now the new lead here back in Chicago. This is Jeremy Langford. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when you talk about this offense, you, of course, have to talk about Alshon Jeffrey.
Long, agile, he makes any quarterback that much better.
On 2nd down, Cutler. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Fresh set of downs here. Here's Langford. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So Langford the carry there. 4th-round pick last year with Forte vacating to New York. A lot of the spotlight on Langford.
A lot of running backs have possibilities in Chicago. If he can emerge and eat up carries, I think he'll produce in a big way.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league, but his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
On 3rd and 1, it's Cutler. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. They come up in an offset eye. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And finding Fedorowicz. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
His throw incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller, and it's 3rd and short. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
Defensively, the starters for Chicago, and they feel like they've got a big-time disruptor in Leonard Floyd from Georgia.
And when the draft process began, there was a mixed bag of opinions about Leonard Floyd. But as time went on and he tested and people saw him work out and they saw the sheer athleticism, people realized they better move fast to get him, and the Bears did, moving up in the first round to number 9 to pluck him. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Now Osweiler. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on 1st down. On the right side, this is Miller. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown as a Houston Texan. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Think the Houston Texans are happy to have Lamar Miller in their uniform?
Without a doubt. Just remember, in order to run an offense, and when it runs at its best, you have a good runner that can control things. Control time on the clock, eat up yardage on the ground, make throws better for your quarterback. And Lamar Miller is what we call a green zone runner. Remember the red zone's from the 20-yard line going in, the green zone's from the 10 going in. Great patience and great pop as he finds the end zone.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my...
Jeremy Langford, past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford, 75 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness? the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Cutler to throw on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? The 40, 30. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Novak out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's Cutler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They come out here in the eye. Cutler now to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football, because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll take it at the 42. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it'll give the Texans a first down. So the pickup there for Lamar Miller. And he actually shredded his current team last year when he played against them. 175 yards. Another 61 in the air and 2 touchdowns.
I guess that's a classic example of if you can't stop him, go get him, put him on your team. Lamar Miller, a big-time pickup for the Texans.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
3-19. Back to Philly. Here we go. All right now, look at 56.
Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz. 34 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And his kick is right through. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd down now after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, Doctor?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect them.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a second. From the 3 now. Here they come on 3rd and goal. Here's Miller. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Absolutely zero surprise at that throw we just saw. I mean, Jay Cutler has a whip for an arm.
He's had it since he won a state title at Heritage Hills High School in southern Indiana.
Where in southern Indiana, though?
Well, he's born in Santa Claus. How about that?
That's pretty strong right there.
Nearby to my hometown of Evansville. Bet you've never been there, have you?
I have not been there, but I'm looking forward to being invited for a holiday cheer.
You're invited. Put that on your bucket list.
Thank you.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted. You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.